Welcome back to Rewrite Her Story. Some of the most important people in the lives of children are community members or champions who keep them on their path of progress, so to speak. And one of them who's really important in this particular case is the deputy principal of Olare Secondary School, who has seen firsthand how the Bicycle Empowerment Education Program has progressed the lives, especially of girls in school. How are you today?
Oh, fine, thank you, Janet.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your passion to see students succeed.
I must say that this project is a godsend to our girls. It enabled girls to pursue their education without difficulties. And many of them probably could have dropped out had it not been for this project. So you can imagine the kind of situation we are in where a girl takes 2 hours to reach school. This girl will obviously reach school late and also fatigued. This reduces concentration in class and therefore interferes with what could have been a good academic performance. Yes.
In fact, earlier when we were talking, you said some of them just lose hope and drop out altogether. Have you seen cases like that?
Yeah, we've had cases where girls just drop out because of the fatigue, because of the stress of reaching school. Yes.
Walk us through even an example that you've seen of somebody who was probably on the cusp of taking a very different path and how the bicycle was able to come in the way and kind of help her back.
Yes, I think one of the girls you spoke to, Helen Aguirre, is one girl who was saved by this bicycle from dropping out of school. I remember in one instant, she narrated to me a story of how she would depend on the boys in the neighborhood to escort her to school, especially when it rained in the evening and she had to delay leaving school home. So when she finally leaves school, it is late and she must depend on some boys to give her security home. So in one of the instances, there was an attempt to rape or violate her sexually. And so this girl narrates that when the bicycle came by, she was now able to move and reach home faster before the dusk.
What are some of the challenges that you hear from some of the girls, other than fatigue, the other greater challenges that actually limit them from competing with their classmates beyond school?
Yeah, one of the challenges is the distance they cover to school. The other one is the influence of the border riders. The people they have to depend on to ride them to school also has some effect in their coming to school. And then there is, I talk about high dropout. Maybe just to narrate a little, one of the conditions of owning these bicycles was that when you transit with your bicycle. So it motivates them to be retained in school so that at the end of it, there's an immediate prize apart from the good performance that they'll get. Yeah.
How would you equate what life was like before the bicycle and what it's like now in terms of more retention for girls in school?
In 2017, this school had a population of about less than 200 students. Today we are talking of 513 because many were motivated to join our school because of the bicycle project. In terms of academic performance, we have had positive deviation every year and increase in number of students going to university. For example, in 2016, we had 3 students joined university. In 2017, there were 4. When we had the bicycles, and in 2018, the number went to 6. 2019, we stagnated at 8. And then this year, that is last year, 2021, we had 13 students. And remember, the 2021 lot are the first people who were given the bicycles. So you can see what the bicycles did.
It's literally giving them a chance at
Yes.
improving their lives. How have you seen these challenges play a role in interrupting girls' lives? And as a father, what would you want to see different for other girls?
I can say, Janet, that some of the stories are quite sad. There are cases where some get discouraged and probably depend on older men for support. And when this happens, you know that they are exploited. They're exploited sexually and they end up becoming teen mothers and probably they waste like a year or so. Some of them are passionate about learning and of course as a school, we encourage them to come back. We have a number of cases who have come back after going through all those challenges and we have readmitted them in school.
We have had the policy of retention and re-entry. What the government does is that if we have girls who have become teen mothers, they are allowed to stay in school and learn until the time they are due to get their babies. If after they do that, that is now, when we allow them to be in school, that is a policy we call retention of the child. And then if they get to get their maternity leave and get their babies, we allow them back in school. And that is what the government is calling re-entry of learners.
From speaking to some of the community champions, the issues run deeper. A lot of students are orphans, raised by their grandparents because their own parents have died. Furthermore, they're not able to be provided for as holistically as should be possible, which means access to basic rights like sanitary towels is an issue. Then they resort to sex for pads. It's a vicious cycle that feeds into the ability for these girls to be able to have a chance to succeed in life. Not all is lost though. We speak to another beneficiary of the BEEP program who was able to rewrite her own story by using this bicycle to empower herself and use it as well to empower her friends and family.
My name is Ellen, and my bicycle gave me confidence to achieve my goals. I come from Nyagoro. I am 19 years old. I want to be a nurse. Before the bicycle, my grade dropped. I was having D+. But after I got the bicycle, I have C+ now. The bicycle had helped me to save time. So sometimes I take 2 hours trekking up to school. So after I get the bicycle, I can take
45 minutes on the road. From 2 hours to 45 minutes. That's a big difference, yeah.
It has helped me so much.
My name is Helen Miruka from Olari Secondary School. I am in Form 4. I am a candidate. And since I joined my Form 1 and get a bicycle from BEEP, I'm now able to do well in my performance and have hopes I'll achieve my goals to be a nurse. This bicycle has given me achievements, something that has protected my life. Because when I was coming from home, and being late for classes, on the way I might meet some motorbikes people telling me to get left, give me a lift. It is a time when they need a return. And this has got some people facing school dropout and some getting married early.
And teen pregnancy as well. How do you see the difference between your life and your classmates?
We as Form 4s, we have short time. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have short time. And now teachers also are trying their best to finish the syllabus, and this makes them to miss several lessons. And this cannot make them to achieve the good performance that teachers are hoping.
Are you worried about your friends?
Yeah. Because that will make even the school name will not be somehow good to some people. It will make the school to decrease in performance.
What do you say to your friends who are feeling discouraged? How do you encourage them? What do you say to them?
I can just encourage them to wake up early, but that's one contradicting me that it is dangerous. And too late, they miss subjects, lessons.
One of the major challenges that are not necessarily unique to Homa Bay County and that affect girls in a way that makes it so much harder to narrow the gender equality gap. Early marriage, teen pregnancy, school dropout, and gender-based violence. And listening to the testimonies of the beneficiaries today of the Bicycle Empowerment Education Program, or BEEP, is that this tool, this mode of transport, is getting them that much closer to a life where they're able to thrive and not survive. It's keeping them from the dangers that lurk in the darkness on the roads on their way home, or very early when they have to wake up to fetch water. This bicycle is helping them navigate their access to education, being able to support their families, and in many ways, getting them ever so close to the dreams that they hope to achieve. And the BEEP program has given just over 1,000 bicycles to different schools in Homa Bay County. 730 of those have gone to girls, and about 312 have gone to boys. When we put tools for access in the hands of students, we get them the chance to enhance their education and to be able to scale their lives and further it in a way that we never know how that could impact their families and communities. From Homa Bay County, I'm Janet Mbogwa. This is Rewrite Her Story with Plan International and Inua Dado Foundation on Citizen TV. We'll see you next time.